I usually don't show myself. Well, I said, what the heck? I usually show you guys the surroundings. But why not? You gotta get used to being in front of the camera. I might take one of the roles that I'm making the movie on. I don't know yet. We'll see. Anyway, here we go walking. It's nighttime. I gotta move out of my apartment. So I have to go and put money on my card, which allows me to rent a storage. And then I gotta check something else too. I can do that tomorrow. Anyway, here we go walking. Like I told you guys, it's the end of town. Close up. Right? Reminds me of that. What's that one movie? What was it? The Hangover. Remember when you come up out of bed? That was weird, right? Or like on remember what was it? Blair Witch? I'm so scared. I'm so... Remember that one? That was funny. Anyway, here we are walking. It's cold, but I'm ready for it. So I've got a couple of insulation here. I got a sweatshirt. I got another shirt under this. And then I got my puffy jacket, which my puffy jacket is very warm. Plus I got a beanie. So I'm warm. It doesn't even affect me. Doesn't even faze me. I'm like, whatever, cold, what? But yeah, here we go walking. A little boy. I'm listening to Smashing Pumpkins. So I got the headphones on, my cassette. That's what I'm listening to right now. Oh, if my kids are out there listening, I love you guys. Miss you much. All of you, every one of you I love. Very much. And I miss you. But I say that almost every time I record, so maybe one of them will catch. Reminds me of that movie, what was that movie? George Jung, was it? Oh, what was that called? With Johnny Depp, Penelope Cruz, where George Jung lost his daughter, but he was the cocaine king. I don't know if you guys remember that movie. He was the cocaine king, and he lost everything. That dude was mega super rich. They had rooms and rooms full of money and cocaine and whatnot, and he lost it all. Every ounce of it he lost, which makes you wonder, right? Oh, how you doing tonight? How's everybody doing tonight? Doing a little different tonight. I'm actually filming myself, but here's the edge of town. What'd I tell you? See that? Anyway, here I am walking. Kind of cool. I'm on the prowl. Like I said before, here's behind me, look. Yeah, the edge of town, guys. Can you see that? By the warehouses. Right. But this is what it looks like at nighttime. Hello. Whoever is saying hi, I can't really tell. It looks like you're a very good fan. So thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. I do appreciate the subscriptions. Anyway, George Jung, he got busted. He went to prison. I think he got out. Johnny Depp pushed for him to get out. But at the end of the movie, they showed him, when the credits came up, they showed his face. So if your daughter ever seen the movie, at least you could see him. He died now. He's long gone. But anyway, that's why I say that every time I put a video on, I say, I love you kids. My kids are out there somewhere. Hello. I don't have my good glasses on, so I can't see, but every subscriber that's subscribed that's saying hi right now, hello. Look at it, going under the bridge, look. Woo-hoo-hoo! Right? This is the train bridge. This is where usually the train crosses, but it's not here today. But this is the dark area right here. This is where folks get a little afraid, because look, it's all dark. See that? And this is where I walk at night. Why not? Right? Anyway, this is the edge of town, guys. When I say this is the edge of town, this is the edge of town. I'm not even joking around. Think a car's coming? No car's coming. But yeah, there's another arena that way. Let me show you guys. Hold on. Watch this. Right now, Hooba Steak is on. The reason. But look, there's the tracks. that go that way. The only thing is these tracks are dead. They don't use them at all anymore. So there's no, that one over there they use. Don't get me wrong. The one over there under the bridge, that one they use. This one they don't use anymore. So it's dead tracks. But they do lead that way, that kind of thing. But anyway, here I am walking. I gotta go, like I said, I'm moving out of my apartment. Another adventure in my life. But I gotta put everything in storage. So now I gotta go purchase the storage container or storage area. So I gotta go put money on my card, which will allow me to purchase the storage online. So I gotta go this way and do that. Yeah. Oh, there goes the cops. Look. The chotas, see them? That's them. So once in a while they come this way. I don't know why, but they do. But anyway, here we go. These are plastic cherry boxes. When they pick cherries, let's see who's all saying hello. I love your videos. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. I kind of like them myself. It's like you guys are going with me as I'm walking. Watch. Should we sidestep? Look at that. Who knew you could do that, right? But anyway, yeah. Thanks for liking my videos. I appreciate that very much. Let's see here. Hello. I think it says Silas. Hello, Silas. Just giving you a quick shout out. Usually I have Catherine Kennedy on here and Xavier, but thanks. But anyway, this is the extent. I know I usually don't do my face on the video. I usually do where I'm walking, but I figured why not put a face behind the voice, right? Or face with the voice, I guess you'd say. But anyway, so here I am walking. And like I said, I always say, I love my kids, I miss them, in case they come across the video. That way they know it's recorded. You know what I mean? That way they know I do love them, and I do miss them. They're all grown. They're almost venturing into adulthood. There's 3 of them that are actual adults. One of them will be an adult, I think this year. I think this year she'll be an adult. Or one step closer. Let me see here. 6, 8, 18, 20. Yeah! She'll be an adult this year. Wow! They grow up so fast. Anyway, it's crazy how fast they grow up. But I always say, in case they come across the video, they know I love them. But anyway, 4 adults. My God, that's crazy. Huh. So I could have a good argument with them if I ever see them as adults. You know what I mean? But anyway, look at that over there. Look at those boxes. Doesn't that remind you? Have you ever seen Raiders of the Lost Ark? Have you ever seen that movie? Let's see here. Can you shout out? Yeah, of course I can. Hello, Ari Atna Rudagin. I'm sorry, I don't have my other glasses on, so I really can't see that good. There's my forehead. Or maybe it's a 3-head. I got a lot of hair. But anyway, yeah, I'll give you a shout out. I like men. Right on. There you go. So let me see if I can read it right. Ariadna Redegin likes men and wants a shout out. So I just gave Arina. By the way, I like your videos. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I try to do them a lot. You know what I mean? Look at these boxes back here. So I gave you a shout out right now. And thank you for loving my videos. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it dearly. And hello, Silas. How you doing tonight? But here we go. So see these boxes over here? You can see them? This reminds me at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark. When they're putting the Ark away somewhere. And you see all those boxes at the end? Here, I'll take you over there. Hold on. I'll take you over there so you can see. Check this out. Watch this. Bam! Look at them crates. And there's a lot of them, dude. Let me see if you can see the back. I don't know if you guys can see the back there. Look how far they go, man. It's like, whoa, oh, today's your birthday. Well, happy birthday, Silas. Happy birthday, man. Right on. Heck yeah, dude. Happy birthday. But look, see that? And these are for apples. So it ain't apple season. So they got them all out here. During the apple season, these are all gone. All these boxes disappear during apple season. Isn't that wild? That's wild, huh? Anyway, so here I am under the street light. There's the street light. Watch this. Let's see the street light. Woohoo! There it is. Woo! Look at the street light. That was the street light. Anyway, so here I am walking. And for all of you that love my videos, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you for indulging in the videos. I appreciate it. Anyway, let me go back to this. So I got to move out. So I am actually going to be homeless here pretty soon. I really am. Which I don't mind. I got to venture out. I am kind of being forced. Oh shoot, the cop went by again. I am being forced by life, if you will, which I don't mind. I don't mind. I like having to make something happen. In other words, so I was okay because when I worked, I was making pretty good money. But now I'm forced to use my own personal resources to make things happen for myself. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get out there and hustle. So my goal is to actually buy a house within 2 years. And I can do it. I really can. You know what I mean? So that's the goal. To get out there and use my abilities to make things happen. But yeah. So here we are. It's nighttime now. That's a bright light. Look at that. By the building. This is industrial area. If you can look and see. It's all industrial. You know what I mean? At least they provide a pathway. See? Where I can walk. I like that. But I have a good time. I actually enjoy myself. Now don't get me wrong, but bear with me a minute. Sometimes people freak out because I don't know if you can hear that. That is actually a bike with a motor on it. Do you see that? Isn't that wild? Dude has a little motor on a bike. But you have to have lights on a bike. You don't have a light in front. And that's what the cops get you for. Anyway, so here's my thing. And I'll take you guys on my journey. I'm kind of glad that I'll give you the backstory. So I was at work and I was always in a good mood. And people would get mad at me. People literally would get mad at me for being in a good mood. I don't know why, but they did. Now, it's not because I don't go through stuff. It's like I just shared with you guys. I miss my kids. So I shed a tear here and there because I miss my kids. They're adults now. 3 of them are adults. One's going to be an adult this year. So it's not like I don't hurt or anything. And also, you know, I like to have a car, cruise around. Oh, let's see here. Who said hi? Silas again said hi. Hello, Silas. So I'd like to cruise around. You know, like society says, get yourself a car, get yourself a house, everything that society says, which is okay. Okay. But at work, when I would give my all, and I'll tell you guys something, and this is straight up, I would give 150% every day. Every day. The only ones that acknowledged it were the customers. Now here's what's crazy. The customers would go to the ones that were in charge and tell them, where'd you find this guy? This guy's amazing. He makes you feel good. He talks to you. He respects you. Where'd you find him? He's a good asset. The people that were in charge would get mad. And here's what's really terrible about that. They promote that. They say, customer first, you know, treat them right, make them feel at home. I do that and they get mad at me. And of course they would say, why is this guy happy all the time? Why is this guy always nice all the time? One of them went so far as to say he might be a serial killer. Well, I like oatmeal. I like cream of wheat. I eat the heck out of them. But they were trying to figure me out. And rather than go, oh wow, this dude is always nice. What's up with that? You know, let's use that to our advantage. That kind of thing. No. Anyway, they would try to make it hard for me there. Now you get somebody in there who does everything they ask and beyond, and they don't want to harness that and say, let's use that, or let's be grateful. No. Let's make this guy's life miserable. So they couldn't get to me. They couldn't get to me at all. Well, they kept pushing. Now this whole time that I'm there, and I was there for 2 years. 2 years of wasted time. No, they paid me good, don't get me wrong. All that. But for me, what a waste of time. Okay. So finally they forced me out, which I didn't mind. They did me a favor. Okay? Because I have one of two things to do. Because I'll tell you something. It ain't hard to make a business. It isn't. I'll show you guys. When I do my thing, when I do what I do, you'll see what I do. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so my goal now, that's where I'm walking right now. I am walking over here to put money on my card so I can rent my storage space. Now I have to really crib and save because, of course, I'm limited on funds. I'm going to be homeless. But see, well, here's what's really wild. This is the time where this area starts warming up. So it won't be hard to sleep on the streets at night because it'll be warm at night. The winter's passed and this area is really, really warm. So I'm grateful for that, okay? And I got friends, so if I gotta take a shower, I can go to their houses. If I want a home-cooked meal, they'll let me come in and cook something. So I got friends for that. But all in all, me and myself and I'm the guy that does it. A song's coming out right now that I love. Here, I'll let you guys listen to it. Hold on. I love this song. This one's for Sophia. So if you're listening, Sophia, I love you. Watch this. I don't know if you guys can hear it. This is a good song. This is a really good song. So this is called Love of a Lifetime. Make a wish. So this is for Sophia. Anyway, I love that song. I think it's by Firehouse. I think that's the name of the group, Firehouse. But anyway, so the place where I worked did me a favor because now I don't have to deal with their drama. I don't have to deal with their ignorance. Now I'll share this with you. You guys heard me say it before. It was a total shock to me. But one of their leaders, somebody, they call it PIC, person in charge. One of their people in charge literally came up to me and asked me, she said, is a nickel 5 cents? Wait a minute. You're in charge and you're asking me if a nickel is 5 cents. the heck you doing in charge if you don't know that a nickel is 5 cents? But that's the mentality they had over there. Okay? So they did me a favor. They did me a real nice favor. So the only hardship I'm gonna have, pretty much, is the convenience of a bathroom right there. I sleep on my recliner, so I really don't have a bed yet. I do have a nice bed frame though. So when I marry Sophia, I want her to choose all the bedding stuff because, you know, I don't know. Anyway, let me get back to this. So that's the only hardship I face. Anything else, I like to walk, so I don't mind walking. As you guys can see, every video where you see me walking, I'm walking a lot, like right now. But right now I'm going to the dollar store. Anyway, so I have to open a business, if you will. I have to, but I got to generate revenue for it. And generating revenue ain't that hard. I'll give you an idea. So I used to work for Dell Computers. And when I worked for Dell Computers, you know Dell Computers? I was the #1 salesman in America. This was a while back, don't get me wrong. Because what happened is, Dell Computers was actually an online business. So you could only get a Dell computer offline. And the setup that they have is pretty easy, user-friendly. Okay. Well, Michael Dell or his business people told him, well, why don't you set up kiosks in the mall? You know, like they have with the, the cell phones, the little kiosks in the middle of the mall, in the hallways of the malls. So he did. He set up kiosks. So he started on the East Coast and he started on the West Coast. So, having that in there, I got a job there. They just barely opened in Tacoma, Washington on the West Coast. So, no cars. Look at that. This is Fruitvale, by the way. This is Fruitvale. There's the ranch. I go play pool there from time to time. I played there last. No, it was a tournament, so I really couldn't play. But anyway, so watch this. Now you're gonna love this. I remember this young girl walked up. Excuse me. I think I shared this. Maybe I won't share it again because I already shared it. Here's what happened. I made Dell Computers $36,000 in 3 days. Think about that. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I made them $36,000. And the gentleman called up, the head of the company, talked to me on the phone and said, thank you. I said, yeah, you're welcome. And so I thought to myself, see, I didn't think, I made Michael Dale 30. No, I didn't think that. I thought, well, hell, if I can do this for him, what can I do for me? Hello? So, as you guys can see in my videos, the persona that I reflect, this is who I am, folks. Anytime you see me, this is who I am. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a nut job. I don't go to funerals and tell everybody to cheer up. I know when to keep quiet. I know when to not overextend my happiness and all that. I know how to do that. Anyway, so that's where I'm at right now. So my hand is forced. So I have to go and use the abilities that I have to make something happen for myself. Period. And I can't do that in a dead-end job. Period. Can't do that because it's a hamster wheel. So while I'm working for them, that's taking from the time to work for me. So now that I'm not working for them anymore, 100% of the time is dedicated to me. Okay, so I am going to harness, I am going to, if you will, use the abilities I have to go make things happen for myself. You know what I mean? A lot of inspiration I get is from others that have done it. Take Paul Mitchell, the shampoo guy. Paul Mitchell, the shampoo guy, started in the trunk of a car. Okay? He started in the trunk of a car. And what he would do is, he would load up his car with his product, and he would go to independent salons and show them the product and sell it to them. And he would do that at every, in his car. And now look at him. He's in every salon. It's a big name, Paul Mitchell. Another one that inspires me, of course, Nike. Of course, Nike. The guy started in the trunk of a car. Microsoft, Bill Gates, started in garages, in car garage. He would have little meetings, bring investors together and say, okay, here's my idea. I met a lady who actually went to one of those meetings, and she thought he was nuts, because she said to herself, computers in every home, is this guy nuts? Is this guy nuts? He's nuts. And she walked out. What's funny is, while she was there, Paul Allen was there. I don't know if you know who Paul Allen is, but Paul Allen was one of the investors. He's the one that owned the Seattle Seahawks, who just won the Super Bowl. He was there at that time. Others, and they invested. And of course, because they invested with Windows, it went through the roof. So that's what I'm telling you, is how everything begins with a struggle. Everything begins with a sweat, with a, you see what I'm saying? Now, granted, I don't want to get too boring, guys, because I know it's business and all that stuff. But like I said, I'll take you on my quest. I'll take you on my journey as I do this, and just go out and do it myself. I've done it already before. When I was with my kids' mother, had a few businesses actually, and I didn't manage them wisely. I didn't. We were making good money. And of course, and I see it now, me being from the ghetto, which I was from the ghetto. Still live in the ghetto, actually. But being from the ghetto, I was ghetto fabulous. So the little bit that I got, of course, I'm going to flaunt it, which is really, really dumb. At the beginning, I didn't do that. But as it was coming in more and more, I didn't know how to handle it. Well, now I have an idea of how to handle it. And another reason I'm doing this is for the future of my kids, so they can actually have some kind of future for themselves. Because I don't want to see them struggle. I don't want to. And I don't mean, because you got to struggle. There's no question. But what I'm saying is, I don't want them to feed the monster, to feed the beast, which is greed. That's what most of these rascals that own these corporations, that own these businesses, they're greedy. Look at it. See that? See, he knows what he's doing. Look, he knows what's up. I'm a dog, I'm a bark. See? He knows what's up. Ain't no question about him. He knows what's up. He's furry. He walks on all fours. He's a dog. He's like, I gotta bark. That's what I do. And he did a good job, didn't he? Couldn't you tell he was a dog? I didn't have to show you the picture of him, and you knew he was a dog. Anyway, so that's the whole goal. That's the whole idea. You know what I mean? to make it to where they don't have a thing about them doing the so they don't have to, like I said, I don't want them to feed the monster. I don't want them to feed the greed. I want them to be able to, how would you say, to be able to do not do what I do, but rather take something of what I do and do it for themselves. That's the whole idea. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I remember, and I'll share this with you, when their mother and I ran the businesses, we would go and we would shop for supplies for the next day's sales, and they would actually go and set up businesses while we were gone. So I remember this one business they had. It was a pizza shop, and they used all cardboard. That was crazy to me. I was like, what? Yeah, cardboard. They made a cell phone shop, and they used cardboard. So there was a lot of different things that they did that basically set them up, if you will. Anyway, so that's the whole idea of it. That's the whole idea of what I want to do for them. Basically, that. Okay? So there you go. Anyway, let's flip it around and show you guys the city here. This is a different arena. See that? So now we're walking at night, and I'm almost there. So as you can see, I don't mind walking. I really, really don't mind walking. As a matter of fact, I love to walk. It's nice. So anyway, I'll take you guys on my ventures when I do what I do. You know what I mean? You guys will be able to see from ground up of what I do pertaining to the businesses I'm going to start. You know what I mean? So, oh great. So here we go. 21 girls. Okay. So we're almost there to the dollar store. Look at this house. Isn't that cool? All lit up like that. I love it. But yeah, that's because I know what I can do, folks. I know exactly what I can do. You know, I know the ambition I have. I know the drive I have. And that's what I desire to do. You know what I mean? But yeah, here's the dollar store. Here's where I got to go in to put money on my card so I can purchase that storage place for my stuff. Now here's what I'm gonna do. It's so wild. Anyway, there's Safeway gas station over there. There's Safeway over there. But this is actually 6th, and this is Lincoln. You know, things have changed a lot here. I'll tell you that right now. Well, there's O'Reilly's, of course. O'Reilly's. You gotta have O'Reilly's in the ghetto. Everybody's car's breaking down. You never see no O'Reilly's in a rich neighborhood, and why not? Because they buy new cars every year. Anyway, but yeah, it's a nice night tonight. Had to stretch my legs a little. I've been home all day. I was doing laundry today. I was cooking food. Made tortillas. I don't know if you guys see my video of making tortillas, but I made tortillas. I made beans. I'm gonna make pideo when I get back, and I'm gonna make carne. Yami said she wants carnitas, so I'm gonna have to make that. Maybe, I don't know yet. I'll decide later if I'll do that or not. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. I appreciate it. And everybody that subscribes, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to all the new subscribers. And if you know people that like this kind of stuff, tell them to subscribe. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Anyway, have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.